The Technology Report, a look at the science, research, and development of the game.
It used to be a tool for those who had lost their way on the greens, but these days the belly putter's gone mainstream, being used by young players and old to win tournaments, including major championships. Along with their success has come a closer look from the rules makers of the game, who are considering banning an anchored putter. But according to top players, instructors, and manufacturers, that would be a great disservice to a game that's already hard enough to play.
A lot of amateurs come to my schools, and I test every school person 4 ways. I use their conventional way. They come to the school putting, whatever that is, left hand low, lead hand low. Then I test long putter shafts and belly putter shafts. Belly putter wins every test. Every school, for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, it's probably over 1,000 now that I've tested, measured, they putt better.
I'm a big believer in anchoring the butt of the club, whether it's a long or a mid. It's a great way to putt. It can slow down the butt of the club instead of wandering back and forth. If you need it, it's great, and if you don't, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, the belly putter is just a better way for me to putt. I hate when people describe the belly putter as like, you know, it's a crutch or it's a way for people who can't putt to putt. You know, I've considered myself a pretty good putter before. This just was a better way to putt. And same with Webb Simpson. He was always known as one of the best putters on tour, and it's just a better way for him to putt. And, you know, I think people should look at it like that. And some people can't. It doesn't feel right. For me, personally, I'm sure for Webb, it just fit right in and it felt great.
I think it's a good thing for people who are struggling. I've got the thought that it is anchored to your body, and the putter's the only club that can be anchored to your body, so whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know, but it definitely helps certain people. I don't think, well, again, never say never, but I find it really tough to putt with. I can't really use it. If I was to use one of them, which hopefully I never will, and it'd probably be the long one, I just tend to struggle with the belly and get the big figure eight happening. So whether it'll do the same as what it did last year, I don't know, but it's a talking point, that's for sure.
I've sort of experimented lightly with the belly putter, and I think it's got some great merit. I think it does some things. I think there's some fundamentals that it works great. I think it's obviously ultimately players looking for a confidence change, going from having none to having some. And I think it's probably going to see it a lot more on tour than, every year you're going to see more of it.
My advice is, I don't care if you buy a putter and convert to a belly putter. Test it. Test it against the way you're putting now, and if you putt better, then consider switching. Talk to your pro, get a lesson, because once you find that, hey, in general with belly putter, I putt better, then with a lesson, you could really putt well, and that changes the whole game. I mean, that is good for the game as I see it.
Sales of belly putters are expected to skyrocket this year, and to help find the perfect length, Cameron's devised an adjustable length shaft that can be used as a fitting tool. But if there's one thing that's created a surge in belly putter sales, it might be that they've been legitimized by young stars on the PGA Tour.